Friday afternoon. We are here to view the world premiere of Sweet Blues, a film about Michael Bloomfield. And I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor for this film, the Lagunitas Brewing Company. And this is a hot ticket that you guys have. It's so hot that we've added another screening of this. It's going to be on Sunday at 4:45 at the Lark. So tell all your friends. And I'm very honored to have the director of Sweet Blues here. I'd like to bring him up, Bob Sarles.
Does anybody have a job? Did you all get your 3D glasses when you came in because it's in 3D? Good. Thank you for coming. I think if Michael Bloomfield were alive today, this is the last place he would be. But I was a big fan of, I remain a big fan of Mike Bloomfield's, and I thought that his legacy should be remembered. So I was compelled many years ago to start this film. If I'd known how difficult it was going to be to finish it, I probably wouldn't have started it. But I did, and through the help of friends and family encouraging me over the years, many of whom are here today, I was able to finish this film. People ask, why does it take 25 years to finish a film? Well, it took 25 years for somebody to write me a check to allow me to finish this film. And I'd like to thank Al Cooper for making that a possibility. To put up the money for me to at least finish this hour-long version of the film. The film was originally conceived of as a feature-length film. I still retain the rights to do that. So if anybody has deep pockets and wants to write me a check for a couple $100 grand, I'd love to still be able to finish the film the way it was intended. But I did take the resource that Sony made available for me and made what I think is a very compelling hour-long film that will eventually be available next January in a box set that's being produced by Al Cooper and Bruce Moore Cowbell Dickinson for Sony that will come out in January. Joel Selvin said in his article in the Chronicle that this was the first film that I started, and it really is the first major film that I started. But I finished a lot of other films since then, since I started this. And that actually allowed me to continue working on this film, because if I had a commission to make another film project, and I had the opportunity to interview an artist, and I could continue the interview a little bit longer and ask him a few questions about Michael, that allowed me to stockpile a lot of interviews that you will see in this film. In 1997, I was commissioned by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to make a film for their 30th, they were doing an exhibit to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Summer of Love. And I made a film called Feed Your Head. And we're going to show that film first. It's a 25-minute film. So you'll see some of the interviews are going to look remarkably similar. Because some of the interviews for the Bloomfield film were shot for the Feed Your Head film. I thought it was a good idea to show Feed Your Head before the Bloomfield film, because it gives some context to the era, what was going on in the Bay Area when Michael first came here and fell in love with the area and wound up moving here. I'm very moved that we're showing this film here in Mill Valley. This was Michael's adopted hometown. After he left Chicago, he moved to Mill Valley and spent the rest of his life here. And so it means an awful lot to me that this film is being shown here. And so without any further ado, let's watch the films. Thank you.